Check, 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 check. Good morning. How are we all? What's up, guys? Good to be here once again. It is a Thursday, the 11th, no, the 4th of November. And here again with another 24 hours of the NFT space. Can't wait to go through it. You're probably looking at my screen and be like, holy shit, it's Matrix. It is the Matrix. And we're going to get through that. But good to see you all. It's always fun to chat to my NFT people in the morning. What's been going on? Hey Maddie, hyped. Is that a CryptoPunk? We got a CryptoPunk in the house. Justice Gate, how you doing? Paul, good morning, good morning. Justice Gate right here, my friend. Good morning, brother. Go, go, go. Hit the like button if you can. Please do hit that like button because it starts to distribute my live stream everywhere. So everyone in the everyone in the YouTube verse starts to see it. Hello from Greece. Awesome. Let's go. Anyone excited for Medikey PFPs? Hell yeah, we are literally working every day to do that. The art has been done for a while. We're smashing out a landing page. We have a couple of collaborations to announce. Definitely gearing up. We are close, guys. We are really, really close. Maddie, catch you live. Awesome, Barry. Nice. Hey, Maddie, did you buy one of the 2+2 Genesis today? No, I didn't. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, Trading Kid. Good morning, good afternoon. When collab announcement, Maddie? Good question. With who? With who? We're collabing with a lot of people. M Dubs, good morning. What up, Maddie from Canada? Welcome, Maddie, with some likes. When millionaire? Whenever you get there. Hey, Maddie. All right, we're gonna pin this one right here. 20 likes. Any thoughts on Metaverse, please? Should I get out, please? Rizwan. Up to you, man. It's really up to you, and it's really up to the project and what they decide to do. They can either keep building. What's a goo way? What I do? Oh no. Oh yeah. I think I good goo way. Yeah, I messed that up. Still got ton of engagement, so did a hard pass on the delete. Justice Gate, where are you from? Me? I'm from Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia. I have a weird accent. I'm not sure if you can tell I'm from Australia. You teased a while back. Oh yeah, you're right. If you're talking about the Medikey one, we hopefully today. I reckon we can get it done today. Either today or tomorrow, we're gonna announce the collab with Medikey, and it's gonna blow your mind. 100%, it will blow your mind. Any chance you'd have a look at dots? Tell me why. If you guys want me to check out a project, let me know why. In the sense of, okay, this project is good because the founder is so and so. It's got a lot of volume or something, and then I can make a better decision. I think I'm like opening up a ton of OpenSea tabs. It's a bit confusing because it's just half the times I can't even find them, right? Hey Maddie, do you still think the Shiboshis could reach blue chip NFT status? Nice question. I think we'll have a quick look at Shiboshis. We got Matrix on one hand and then Shiboshis on the other. You guys choose Shiboshis. Let's look at Shiboshis. I think any community that's huge and frankly rich, to be honest, any NFTs within that community has a chance. All right, they all have a chance of reaching some sort of status. And Shiboshis are the NFTs of the Shiba coin. So it was like, wait a second, you know, I missed out on Shiba. I missed out on Shiba. I never saw it coming. To think a dog coin can beat Dogecoin is just beyond me. But Shiba coin is number 11. Ended up going a beautiful like 300% in the last 20 days, I think. In the last 30 days, it's done 600%. In the last year, my God, it's done like 85,000%. Obviously missed the burn on that. Doesn't really make sense for me to invest or buy any of that at the moment. But they've got this NFT project, which not many of their community has really caught on to, and it's all under 2 ETH. So my rationale was like, all right, people are going to get really rich on Shiba coin, not really know what the hell to do with the money, probably splurge it on NFTs once they realize what NFTs are. So yeah, I don't know. I think they can. I think any NFTs in a very like wealthy community can. And if you look at the Bored Ape, community, they are you know, they're kind of like early NFT investors, etc. And yeah, even CryptoPunks, right? CryptoPunks have done their thing because Ethereum went from $400 to 4,000 US dollars. That's why we're looking at a $500,000 punk right now. Let me quickly tweet this, guys. Let me do a quick tweet. I'm gonna be with you in exactly 60 seconds. Alrighty. Share, copy link, Twitter. 5 on. All right. Done. All right. Wait. Let me redo that tweet. Never mind. Let's just leave it. YOLO. Alrighty. Only mints from the contract and tracks the all-time high of ETH. They've also dropped a lot of cryptic clues. Interesting. It originally minted back in August, I think, and they haven't touched the wallet. Some people think the clues are to a seed phrase. That is interesting. Ross, that seems like I need to do my research before I pop it up and kind of get confused on what I'm doing. But that is super cool. Hey, Maddie, Metaverse Minds in the house. Nice, George. Good to see you, man. Metaverse Minds, one of my favorite WhatsApp groups. Hello, mate. Maddie, hey, Maddie, did you hear about the Sandbox new land for sale on 4th UTC time? No, I didn't. Let's open that up. Today, guys, I have the full day ahead of me, and I'm planning to do a virtual land analysis video. So just going to go through all the land markets and talk about land, and hope I'm going to try and make it under 15 minutes. I'm going to try my very best. But usually these things go for like 40 minutes because, I mean, the Decentraland ones alone used to go for like 20 minutes. And I'm not sure if you guys are from my like the old DCL blogger. If you ever used to follow me back in the day, it was all about Decentraland land market. Look at this, land market analysis. This is what I used to do every week. I used to go through the land market, talk about different lands and the prices, etc. This is back when I was obviously really heavily invested and trading land, and I still do. And this is kind of like, you know, the other day I talked about getting involved. I did a thread the other day. Didn't really get that much engagement because interestingly, it was titled you know, how to help your NFT project, and it looks like many people are just flippers. But in there, I kind of talked about how you can go in and kind of bring, you know, when you invest in something, you're kind of also a co-investor to these NFT projects. So you got the founder that are building the project, and you're a user that buys some NFT assets. Suddenly you become a co-investor, right? And so, I mean, you could sit on that and do nothing, or you could help them build. And in the early days of NFTs, whether it was me or Coco Bear or anyone else in separate specific projects, NFT projects, they helped those projects grow. So early Axie Infinity members, you can see a lot of them are YouTubers, Twitch streamers. They make guides, they make websites, they help that community grow, and collectively they were all part of Axis doing extremely well. In the early Decentraland days, we used to do events. I personally used to do market analysis videos, so people didn't know what the hell virtual land was, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me talk about virtual land. So I should talk about best deals in Decentraland, November, week 2. This is in, what's the date yet? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, land sale, parcel minus 71, 1111 sold for 34,500 mana, 5,500 mana profit. You know, I used to talk about my land flips when not many people who used to do this. This had 81 views. So I wonder, like, that was a 3-minute video, and It's crazy to look back at these. 3 years ago, Decentraland land price history from 1,000 mana in December to 20,000 mana in September, right? If you kind of scroll back down, you can see how involved we were. Like, I was one of many, many members in Decentraland, and yeah, this is the sort of stuff I do to kind of bring people together and talk about Decentraland and learn the land market, and then they would come and build things, and together we'd build even a bigger, better Decentraland at the time. And now all of that has compounded into what we see today, right? Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing again. I think it's time to start doing land market analysis videos again. So I'm going to try my best to do it under 25 minutes, and we'll talk about the whole land market, right? From now onwards, I think it's time to start building what we call the metaverse, but really start to bring some light on everything that's going on. The MetaKey community, whoever is here and has a MetaKey, you're probably getting the vibe right now, right? We're going to be doing a lot of virtual events. We have a couple of huge events planned. They're going to blow your mind. They're going to be bigger than the music festival, all right? Not in terms of, maybe it might not have 85 people lined up, but the impact of these festivals are like the biggest, some of the biggest festivals in the world. So we're bringing some of that in Decentraland, and we're going to be the event organizers on behalf of the MetaKey. You know, we're doing 3D avatars with our NFT avatars. A lot of what we're doing is building for the next year and the year after, and being a community that exists in these virtual spaces. So again, I'm incentivized, if you think about it, to bring light and get people to understand the metaverse, because through that, the whole kind of NFT community gets help, right? All right, let's kind of talk about back to Shiboshi's, but do I think they are going to do well? I think they may, because one, their community is quite wealthy, and two, if you look at the activity, they're doing consistent sales. And you know, I'm a big believer in any project that can pull off consistent sales after its initial hype phase. Hype phase, die down, crappy projects just sort of slow down and do nothing. But see these bars are volume bars that come in. That's the amount of people that come in and rebuy. So I'm not sure if this is directly tied to the price of Shiba coin. It might be. And you can see an hour ago, like every hour, it looks like 3 to 5 Shiboshis sell. So it's pretty good. Will, you know, that community keeps getting bigger. It seems like it's going to be, I mean, Shiba coin, I would highly doubt it would go to zero, or it would kind of fall too much down now. It's got a big enough user base at the moment. I'm not going to say whether or not it's a good investment. I've got a few, I think I've got about 20, but I'm just holding it because I think it could become, I'm not going to say blue chip, but I'm going to say it might become a thing to own in the Shiba community, right? Alrighty. Enough about Shiba coin. So the other day, I think this was 2 days ago. What are we? November 3rd. No, this was just yesterday. Yesterday midday, I saw this article came out. It said Warner Bros. To sell 100,000 Matrix-inspired NFT avatars later this month, $50 each. Pretty good. I don't know why I said pretty good way, but pretty good way to introduce normies to NFTs, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty damn cool. All right, the Matrix, Resurrections, Avatars, NFT. If there's any NFT project that can, if there's any brand or IP that can sort of take advantage of this metaverse thing, it's the Matrix. All right, hands down, it is the Matrix. So when I saw this, it was like almost too perfect. So let's scroll down to see what it's all about. Warner Bros. Is launching the sale of 100,000 non-fungible tokens of Matrix-inspired avatars later this month. The studio is pairing the hype over NFTs with the upcoming release of the Matrix Resurrections, aiming to gin up excitement for the long-awaited fourth movie in the popular sci-fi franchise, and also potentially landing a $5 million windfall over the sale of the digital collectible NFTs. So if out of that 100,000, I guess $50 each would be $5 million, right? It's a natural tie-up that will put fans in the virtual world of the Matrix through what the studio claims to be the largest PFP profile picture NFT drop ever. With the 100,000 unique avatars available for purchase, NFTs provide a way to authenticate the ownership of unique pieces of digital content using distributed blockchain technology, blah, 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 blah. We already know that stuff. So let's kind of see what's going on here. Nifty said the drop is part of a multi-year partnership. So that's an interesting thing, right? Usually if it's just a drop, I don't really cover it. I'm like, okay, that's all right. But it seems like they're doing more. So let's kind of look into what they're doing. And I'm not vouching for this. A lot of the stuff I cover, guys, it's not me saying, oh, this is cool, go buy it. A lot of the stuff I cover is me just saying, this is freaking awesome. It's a great experiment. I don't know how the hell it's going to go, but let's keep watch, right? Before I keep going, actually, let's quickly talk about the giveaway that we normally do. Whoops. The giveaway that we normally do. But pinned comment at the top of this chat, guys, will get you into our Discord. If you want to win an Astro Friend, I know you guys love winning Astro Friends, go in here and click this emoji. It'll enter you into the competition. So good luck to you. 15 minutes. It's going to spit out an Astro Friend winner. All right. We're back onto the Matrix. Nifty said the drop is part of a multi-year partnership with Warner Bros. Covering NFTs for the Matrix franchise. The companies previously worked together on a collection of limited edition NFTs featuring characters from the Space Jam and New Legacy starring NBA top shot LeBron James. Is Nifty's from the meme? Nifty's backed by major investors, buys into meme. Right. Oh, Nifty's is part of the meme project, right? I think Jordan. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, I know this guy. I know Jordan. I forgot about Nifty's as a platform. Maybe we can get in touch with him in terms of this drop. But nice. I'll write that down before I forget. Alrighty. Let's keep reading that article. The Matrix Avatars NFT program will unfold in 2 stages. With the initial November 30th launch, users will have the opportunity to buy 1 or more randomly selected hyper-realistic base avatars resembling ordinary people trapped in the Matrix, pictured left. Looks like an ordinary person. Pretty cool design. The avatars are composed of attributes with millions of possible variations, ranging from hairstyles to hair color, and from clothes to accessories, including handheld devices, jewelry, and glasses. All of the Matrix NFTs are made using Epic Games' MetaHuman Creator tool. Right. In the second phase, here's the interesting part. In the second phase, beginning December 16th, owners of the base avatars will be given a choice. Take a blue pill and have their avatar remain locked in the Matrix, or take a red pill and transform the avatars into resistance fighters unplugged from the Matrix, having the same bodies but featuring entirely new clothing, hairstyles, and accessories inspired by the characters from the Matrix films. I don't see why you wouldn't take the red pill. After the 2-stage launch, the multi-year project will include frequent challenges that will allow the Matrix NFT holders to upgrade their avatars, earn NFT rewards, and participate in an active community, the company said in announcing the program. I am so down to reach out to these guys and see if we can do something with the MetaKey. Nifty's and Warner Bros. Consumer Products said they plan to announce more information about the NFT avatars closer to the launch. The NFT initiative for the Matrix Resurrections is a truly unique way to engage with the content that goes far beyond what we'll see in the theaters, Pam said. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Awesome. Well, I like to think that NFT projects that are entering have a multi-year plan. How awesome is that? There's something that they plan to do for years to come with this. They're the sort of NFT projects I like to buy. Those that take the blue pill will be more rare, says Ken. That is true. Because if too many people take the red pill, suddenly blue pill will become rare. So it's like, wait a second, should I stay? It's actually pretty interesting in terms of psychology, right? I knew I should have kept my 500 cube. I got them at $1. Yeah, Cube has gone nuts. Is Cube still mooning? Is Cube going gecko? Gone up another 41%. Oh, $23.30. Yeah, Cube has gone wild. I bought some for a couple of dollars each, I think, back in the day. Don't want to get too distracted as I do, but yeah, Cube has gone absolutely nuts. I think it was because it got listed on Gemini. Anyway, that's another story. Alrighty. Warner Bros. To sell, blah, blah, blah. We went through that. That's awesome, right? So we want projects to come into this space, use the technology to nurture their user base. That's what we want. That's what's going on. I think what's also interesting about this drop is they're going for 100,000 people mint at a lower cost. I think that's super interesting because suddenly what you get is you get a larger user base. Suddenly the Matrix fans that truly believe in them, whether they're hanging out at Reddit Discords, they can, one, afford $50. Two, they can engage in what an NFT avatar is. Three, they can put it as a profile picture across wherever they want to go, whether it be Reddit or YouTube, etc. And suddenly, it's like, we're getting people, non-crypto user base can participate here. Because to be honest, I think the MetaMask download, the learning crypto, the buying of ETH, the paying for gas fees, etc., is a massive hindrance to normal people getting into the NFT space. Unless you're super passionate, you need a lot of guidance to get in to NFT investing, right? Or participating. So something like this, I would assume, would get a lot more normal people into the space. It'll be a very interesting one to watch. I will be watching and probably participating. Why not? Why not buy some Matrix NFTs? I might buy some and give some away at the Medikey Discord. The rise of the Metaverse. NFT-focused investment firm Fermion raises $100 million. Our friend Andrew Steinwald, who's been very, very... if there's one person who's been talking about the Metaverse and the coming together of it, it has been Andrew. So hats off to him, who has raised $100 million on a venture fund with big name investors. So some of his investors is Alan Howard, Chris Dixon, Mark Andreessen from A16Z, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, Matthew Rozak, Digital Currency Group, DCG, CMT Digital, Animoca Brands, massive investors to invest in that. Fermion managing partner Andrew Steinwald told GeoBanking Rates. So if you're not familiar with how a venture fund works, basically a GP, they call them a general partner, or the fund lead, would go on and raise a lot of capital from people that don't know how to invest in the space, right? Or want to get some exposure to the NFT industry. So for example, some really big funds who maybe focus on DeFi, or maybe they focus on some other sort of category, maybe they focus on AI, but they want to get the upside of the NFT industry, they'll give it to NFT specific and focused funds, similar to what my fund is doing. And so Andrew has been able to raise $100 million that he can now deploy and invest in different, not just NFTs, but NFT equities, equity into big companies, cryptocurrency, etc. And through that, he gets a cut. All the people that invested in him get a cut, and they're all part of, I guess, this nurturing process or early investment process. So that's what he's done. Andrew, again, is follow him if you're not. I can definitely vouch for Andrew. There's a handful of people I can vouch for in the NFT industry. Andrew's definitely one of them. Makes blog, does podcasts, interviews people, has a very serious take about the space, helps it grow, shares opinions on what he thinks is good. And, he doesn't get that much engagement. It's not about the sort of like viral engagement tweets, but it is value. So I used to send a lot of people to his podcast, Zima Red, where he'd interview quite a lot of people. So Fermion, raises $100 million. Quite interesting because Fermion is not the only one. So there was another one, Tron, I believe. So where's Tron? Tron Foundation. Tron Foundation Ape NFT launched another $100 million fund for NFT projects. The fund will offer artists support and guidance, as well as advice on copyright protection and other legal aspects. So the Tron have a fund for another $100 million. What we're seeing, guys, is the funds are coming in, the big money, the investors, they're like, holy shit, NFTs are going to be the next big thing. They're pooling a lot of money at this space. And this is why some NFT projects are just going nuts, because if you can hit center stage in the NFT industry, then you just get a ton of money moving in because they're ready to buy. And frankly, there's not many standout products in the NFT space. In fact, even with NFTs, there's literally a handful. Obviously, CryptoPunks being something that has lasted 4 to 5 years through the turbulent times and come out on top. There's not many that have done that. Even Bored Apes, right? Bored Apes has only been in existence for 7 months. Give it 4 years. Where's Bored Apes going to be? It's very difficult to assess a market unless that market goes through a very difficult time where just a lot of the user base kind of don't trust it. How does the user base react? Do they continue building, etc.? So now, to see these NFT funds launch is exciting because they're here. They want to push the NFT space. They will act in funding a lot of projects in the early days. The MetaKey is also doing a round, so a lot of these names you will also see investing in us, etc. All right. I get very distracted with your comments and your questions, so don't ask me anything until I finish this, or else I'm just gonna jump around everywhere. Slipknot appeared to be teasing new music on NFT website. Fans of the band spotted the website earlier this week. So let's see what happened. Read more. Corey Taylor. Okay, that's a different thing. The site, the Chapeltown Rag, is an online marketplace for the brand's NFTs, and it displays a collection of 9 non-fungible token samples that each play a short audio clip when selected. In an online marketplace for the band's NFTs, and it displays a collection of 9 non-fungible token samples. Slipknot fans spotted the site earlier this week by way of the official Knotfest website, where a banner ad linking to the site proclaims, "Read all about it if you want to know." You can listen to the clips here. It comes after frontman Corey Taylor last month confirmed that the band's new album is almost done and that the first single will be coming soon. He said it's pretty much done. If you actually look at what NFTs can do in the music industry, it's extremely profound. Because the more I learn about NFTs, the more I learn about art industries, right? And from what I've learned about the music industry, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong or add to my sort of learnings here. But what I've learned is that the music industry has this very long chain of middlewomen, that from the artist making music to it getting released to the public and making money, there's a really long chain in between that all want to take a cut, from the distribution company to the label or the agency that represents the artist to the streaming services. There's like all these middlemen that take a cut, and by the end of all of that, I think the artist is definitely left with less than 50% of what they earn. I think it's something like 20%, maybe even less, right? Yeah. So Edward says the music industry has to do with a very complex system of royalties. Exactly, right? So here comes an NFT platform where a music artist can release an NFT, their music, their content, what they've created, straight to the public and their audience. Their audience can buy it, enjoy their music, get an NFT, which is a collectible of that moment. So suddenly they've got, it's not about buying the rights to listen to the music. It's about supporting the artist. So as long as the artist is supported financially, they can decide to release the music however they want. They can release the music for free and just say, "Hey, here's my new album. It's for free on YouTube. Anyone can listen to it. But here's an NFT set, which if it sells at $500,000 worth, well, that's great, right?" And there's value for collectors because it becomes an art piece. So if it's a high in demand artist or band, those become an art piece or a collectible. But what else it can do is the artist can say, well, if you own those NFTs, you get free tickets to my concert. So they can continuously add value to those NFT holders and give those NFT buyers more utility. They can say, hey, I'm doing a club in Decentraland or the Sandbox, Somnium Space. And in that club, you can bring in that NFT and get a free wearable, right? So there's all these things they can do. And I think there's a model there to be explored that cuts out a lot of middlemen. The other beautiful thing is that NFT, the musicians can bake in the royalty structure. So if they sell it on OpenSea or Rarible, they can say that they want to make 5% on secondary market sales, and suddenly they make 5% sales on their NFTs. And if these NFTs start to sell hypothetically for millions of dollars each, they get $50,000 each time it changes hands. It's amazing actually what this can do in the music industry alone. It's super, super interesting. Blau leading the way in the music NFT space. Absolutely. Blau, RAC, there's some people that were very early exploring the music space. I have to say, Pony Digital. you know what? You know what, guys? Honestly, like the true OGs don't get enough recognition. So I'm not sure if Connie's gonna see this, but I'm gonna talk about Connie Digital because he was like the first guy to make a music NFT, I think, but he was also one of the first person to make a social token for a music artist, or even a social token altogether. So he released music as NFTs, and I like his stuff. He was actually one of my first NFTs. He was the first art NFTs I ever bought. And it was someone native to the space. He bought, he made. I'm not sure if you guys remember or follow his stuff, but he's pretty awesome. And it's not about like the amount of followers you get and stuff. It's about, for me, it's about people believing in the space when no one else did. It's very easy to come into the NFT space and be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Bring your big brand power, and then suddenly you're the popular one. But those that were sort of pioneering in the early days, I think, should deserve some recognition. So I'm not sure if you can hear this. I'll put it up a little bit. I can't even hear it.
They got Jay-Z on that list and Nicole Buffett. I'm disgusted. I bet you Gary love it, yeah.
No, I can't even hear it. Only you guys can. But I bought some of his very, very early music. I wish I could bring it up. But anyway, Connie's awesome, right? One of those guys that you just follow in the very early days and just keep up with, part of the early community. But yes, the music industry, I think, will change, and a lot of middlemen are probably trying to find out how the hell they can make money, who should they represent, but eventually they're all going to just get phased out because, well, not all of them. I guess at the end of the day, the musician or the artist just wants to do their thing and not really deal with the headaches of all the back stuff. But, I mean, the design of the blockchain industry is really to support people and make it easy for you to start doing things instead of running contracts. Oops. Sorry, guys. Let me just pop this up. Yeah, instead of having contracts with, your distribution, with your agency, having contracts with your distribution service, having contracts here and there, all you have is a blockchain and smart contracts that do the transfer of wealth and money automatically. So they buy your product and give the crypto. You really don't need any agents. You just need a Twitter account, and you need to be able to make music and turn them into NFTs. And then you just need a bit of an audience and just start selling, and suddenly you are a self-sufficient artist. All right, let's keep going. What else we got? UFC athletes get NFT revenue share as part of new crypto.com partnership. MMA promotion expands deal with cryptocurrency platform to include exclusive digital collectible line. NFTs include athlete profiles, avatars, and championship belts. Fighters to get 50% of revenue from NFT sales. Whoa, that's huge. They get 50% of the revenue from the NFT sales. That's a big deal. UFC and Crypto.com signed initial $175 million partnership back in July. Jesus, $175 million. That's insane. The latest agreement will see Crypto.com offer a wide variety of digital collectibles from the mixed martial arts MMA promotion, including unique fighter collections, fight night artwork, event posters, championship belts, avatars, artist collaborations, mystery boxes, and athlete profiles. Furthermore, the new deal includes a licensing agreement for exclusive series of UFC NFTs and a revenue share component, which will see UFC athletes receive 50% of the promotion's income from NFT sales. Very generous and very good to hear, because we saw Flow Blockchain come out and NBA Top Shot. I think NBA Top Shot made all the money. I'm not sure how much their players got, if anything. And because of that, I guess the players weren't heavily incentivized to sort of promote the NFT thing, right? Now, because there's an incentive for the fighters themselves to get some revenue, they can happily go on their Instagram and YouTube, talk about the NFTs, and suddenly it's a more involved community, right? The right sort of blockchain company or effort or sort of launch is something that incentivizes every participant, whether it be the investors initially, or whether it be the user base, or whether it be the artists. Of course, the artists and the fighters should get something. So, a healthy model for everyone is what matters. Alrighty, let's keep going on. Red Bull Racing unveiled debut NFT collection ahead of Mexican GP. Formula One team Red Bull Racing has partnered with Tezos to launch a limited edition NFT release for this weekend's Mexican Grand Prix. The collection will commemorate Sergio Perez's first race for Red Bull in his native Mexico with an NFT collection based on his Mexican GP helmet. The focus of the 10,000 piece collection will be the racing helmet, which dons a unique special edition design and will be available on Tezos Marketplace. Sweet. What? Ahead of Sunday's race. So Red Bull Racing limited edition NFT release for the weekend's Mexican Grand Prix. These are all really cool news pieces, but very little appeals to me. And so what I've really started to do this year is start to really just buy things that I'm super, super interested in, or I super, super like, or else I just cannot understand it, right? All right. I'm getting a lot of Lonely Hearts Club spam here, guys. Can we not do that? Pretty much you're all gonna get hidden. Don't spam too much. My goodness, spam is real. Hide users. Yeah, I mean, I would check it out if you guys just told me once. The fact that there's like 50 of them probably just does the wrong thing, right? Alrighty. Spam is not the way, guys. Spam is not the way. No, it's all good. Nah, don't talk about the Lonely Hearts. Pretty much. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. I think that's hopefully slowed down a little bit. Alrighty. Let's keep going. International cricket NFTs to hit Flow blockchain following 17 mil seed round. Tiger Global and Dapper Labs are backing Phase Technologies bid to build a metaverse for cricket. All right, the ICC had got in touch with us a while back, talking about wanting to build sort of like an NBA Top Shot equivalent thing for ICC cricket. Looks like they've gone ahead and found someone to build it for them. Flow blockchain, so they're going to be built on Flow blockchain because why not? NBA Top Shot has been done on that, and they'll be building there. But there's not much to really say about this apart from we're excited to be partnering with FaZe to launch the ultimate cricket fan experience with the ICC on Flow. Dapper Labs CEO Roham said in a press release, with over 1 billion cricket fans from across ICC's 105 member nation, FaZe is revolutionizing how cricket fans everywhere connect and engage with some of the greatest moments in cricket history. Dapper Labs announced a $250 million funding round in September at $7.6 billion valuation. Jesus, that is massive. But another sports brand, sports still coming into the space. Another one about that. All right, guys. A couple of tweets I made, and I just want to go through these a little bit. Is imagine a celebrity that bought a punk that didn't drop an NFT project 2 days after. Do they exist? Honestly, this was posted because of Jordan Belfort, who made a tweet, The Wolf of Wall Street, and he basically was like, CryptoPunk, we're all gonna make it, and everyone's like, oh yes, Jordan Belfort, is into NFTs. That's awesome. And I think like 1 or 2 tweets later, he's all about the I'm dropping my NFT soon. I don't know if that was a tweet after, but it feels like the timing of what they do is just so I don't know, it's just so orchestrated. You don't really feel genuine with it. So some like a celebrity comes in and they're like, all right, I'm gonna buy some NFTs tonight. What should I buy? If there's an NFT, what should I give collectors beyond the artwork? Blah blah blah. Oh, by the way, dropping my own NFT, yay! Come buy it. And then they buy NFT punks and stuff to get more sort of what's happening now is if you buy a certain NFT from a community, everyone pays attention from that community. So what these people do is they're buying, say, a CryptoPunk, they'll buy a Bored Ape, they'll buy it from these wealthy communities and suddenly get all that interest because they want them to pay attention, right? Now, getting a punk is kind of signaling to people that you're in with the NFT crowd. And so now he's like buying Lazy Lions. So you can see he's kind of just buying all these random NFT projects because he wants to be in with the NFT crowds. Shout outs to my fellow punkers, lions, metasaurs, invaders, and the rest of the NFTers. Diving into the space has been a great decision as my dive into crypto last year. If you're not in yet, it's not too late. It's still the first inning. My buying spree continues today. I don't know. Maybe it's genuine, maybe it's not, but it is. I don't want to say anything bad, but I don't know. It's just weird when someone buys a CryptoPunk and they time it perfectly with their NFT stuff. Like, buy a punk, $500,000, sell NFTs for a couple mil, still come out on top, right? You still come out on top. Groundkeeper says Jordan Belfort is a red flag for me. He was very openly self-aware with that too. It's a status for a public image. It's a status and public image thing now, pretty much. Where's the Medikey? You know he's a poser because he doesn't have a Medikey. Exactly. Where's the Medikey, man? Can we become friends? Literally a convicted criminal and manipulator. Doesn't seem genuine, not gonna lie. The guy's literally a famous scammer. Lol. Don't hate the player, hate the game, says David. True. This is why I just buy art NFTs, honestly. Yeah, look, I don't want to hate on him, but it's just something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't buy. Maybe it'll go on to do a lot of big things, but not really tied to his movie. Like, it's not because of what his movie was about and him, I guess, being a scammer. I mean, yes, of course, that's a red flag, but just something that's not organic, I just personally don't like. Not into. All right, let's keep going. The Shiboshis, went through the Shiboshis. We kind of went through a bunch of the stuff here. Sandbox released, so they released their Series B, and now I think they also released, according to someone who, what's going on here? Metaverse news, this week's news direct from the Metaverse. All right, this is new. Haven't seen this before. A land sale using their avatar. I mean, their avatars are cool, but I don't think you can say they're iconic. You can't like you can't tell the difference between a Minecraft avatar and a Sandbox avatar. 200k sand giveaway. So it looks like they released the Sandbox. Where is it? A land sale. Where is the land sale? But it looks like they're selling another set of lands. Sandbox land sale. All right. That's a bit overwhelming. May 2021. Maybe we'll go to the medium. Maybe the medium they announced it. So, Sandbox. Hey, what's going on here? Pororo the little penguin joins the Sandbox metaverse. Nice. Sandbox Fox Edit competition. The Quan land sale. Here we go. Let's look a little bit about this. The Sandbox back in the day was selling land for about, I think it was like $40. It was so cheap. It was like 23 US dollars or 40 US dollars for a piece of land. What was it? I remember looking at how much they were trying to sell. So 180,000 land pieces they have, something about that. And I remember looking at and doing the math and saying, oh, they're trying to raise 5 million US dollars. So $25 times, I think it was like $25 for a base land back then. Now the minimum land is like 4,000 US dollars. A lot of that's got to do with ETH reaching its prices and the crypto market mooning as a whole. But it's quite interesting to see how they've gone ahead and sold this, right? They've sold land in batches. RJB says it was about $40 when BitBoy covered it last summer. I think Sandbox floor is like 1 ETH maybe. Yeah, it's nuts, right? 1,000 sand. The regular land, 1,000 sand, right? So 4.5K USD for premium land. Oh, 1,000 US dollars sand. Confused. Jordan Belfort, Bitcoin will go to 0. How much did Sebastian sold your estate for as it pre-sale company price? 3K USD plus for regular land. 12K USD for a premium. I just aped and bought 7K mana. I'm so bullish on sand and mana, to be honest, guys. One of the reasons is because, yes, there's going to be many more metaverse projects, many more virtual land projects. But oh my god, they take so damn long to build that if they take them 2 to 3 years for them to get their products out there, the new ones, you can just imagine how far ahead the Sandbox and Decentraland are going to be. They're going to be so far ahead. They're going to be VR. They're going to be mobile compatible. They're going to have thousands of people set up shop there. I think personally, brands will be launched there. They'll have very, very well funded. We know that the Sandbox, Mana or Decentraland has like a DAO with $500 million worth of money in it. I think it's probably even going to go higher as the valuation of Mana token goes higher. Same thing that's going to happen with Sand. They're just going to be so well funded and so far ahead because they started 3 years ago when no one was paying attention. And I think that's the exciting thing about these, right? So yes, there's going to be many virtual land projects, and speculation wise, their currency will probably go up in value. But I just think in terms of user base and utility and what's going to go down, it's hard to beat these things. All right. The Quan land sale will start on Thursday, November 4th. 150 lands will be for sale around the Quan estate. 100 premium lands will be sold with a bundle of 4 legendary NFTs 3x estates. So this will be good to kind of see the demand, but this 150 lands are probably going to sell. 250 lands or 300 pieces of lands will probably sell in under a minute. I'm pretty confident they'll be gone in under 2 minutes for sure, just because of all the demand right now. In fact, I'm quite surprised they're selling only that much. I would assume like they would sell a lot more because a lot of people are watching the Sandbox right now. Sandbox also, this is the last thing I'm going to say, is that Sandbox have a very cool map that sort of has everyone involved here. And I think what's happening now is people are using land as people are buying land into the Sandbox because it's kind of like a signaling / marketing tool. If you have land here, it's kind of like, oh, you're on the map. It's a virtual land project. There's not much here. So if you are on the map, well, you're kind of like, and you're a pretty legit NFT. It's kind of like the punks thing, but it's more like now it's a virtual land in the metaverse, right? The punks were like NFTs. This is like the sort of metaverse sort of play. It's really annoying how there is no. Oh, here we go. See what I mean? You got all these big faces, kind of like a flex symbol as well. You can see Whale Shark Atari, you got Pranksy over there, you got Dogecoin, Metaverse, you got MetaKey, Gemini, Galaxy, Interactive, Binance, etc. But you can see like there's no way you can really buy land, and the next 150 lands that they will sell will only be like a small chunk, because they're selling chunk by chunk, and they're basically going to be priced out. So like places like the Sandbox or Decentraland, wherever they are, it's going to get hard to, it's kind of like Pixel Map or the $1 million homepage where it was like this web page where people could buy pixels for $1, I think. And there was 1 million pixels on the map or the web page, and they're all sold out. And now it's like a historical thing. So this alone is like a historical thing now, just to have your logo on this map. Pretty interesting. All right, guys. So today I will be. Thank you for everyone asking people to like it. That is very nice of you. But today, guys, I'm going to be doing a land market analysis. I think it's extremely overdue, like I mentioned before. Look for it. It'll probably be done in the next 3 to 4 hours. But a land market analysis, hopefully followed by a Twitter thread, and we'll just go through the whole market and talk about Sandbox, crypto voxels, what's going on in each one of them, and yeah, I think I'll start doing them weekly because it's super necessary to start talking about the land market, how things are moving, speculation wise, market wise, etc. All right, guys, I think we had a winner as well, so congratulations, Siang733 or S Jiang. Guys, I send out these NFTs about at the end of the week, right? So if you want it, usually I send them all out on Friday or on the weekend, just because I'm just so booked out for time. Straight after this, I have to run into a meeting. Then after that, I've got another meeting. I just don't have time until like I find a pocket. But I always send them out at the end of the week. So if you haven't got yours yet, don't stress, because it is an end of the week thing for me. I just don't have the capacity to do it every single day. How much is the B20 estate in DCL worth right now in the current market? Good question. Good question. We can take a look at that. Oh, geez, forgot the giveaway tonight. One every day, man. One every day. Don't worry. Cheers for your time, mate. Have a good day. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will be back again. And again, I do appreciate all of you guys coming in, supporting the stream, sharing it. It's super cool community, right? I am getting used to a lot of you guys tuning in, kind of recognize your faces and your good morning messages and your support. Whether you're just watching and not typing anything, whether you're typing and sharing, or whether you're just typing, I appreciate it all. So thank you again for tuning in. Have a good day, good evening, or a good morning, and we'll talk soon, guys. Take care.